Hey, everybody. Welcome to Hey, We're Talking. Oh, my gosh. The stuff that we say in between shows. Ridiculous. Oh, wait a minute. I mean, on Thursday when we talked before Friday, somebody was talking to me about that, and they were like, so do you shoot these shows? Like, do you actually do that, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Listen, of course we do. We're here all week, guys. What do you think this is? This is some rinky-dink podcast? This is like real stuff here, guys.
This is big time. Our full-time jobs, folks.
We're dedicated to this shit, okay? So
yeah. It's not like I have to go to work in 30 minutes or anything.
Right, exactly.
Like
why would somebody say
that? It's definitely not Tuesday, May 23rd. I'll tell you that.
Not at all, dude. It's, isn't it like...
It's Friday.
Isn't it June?
It's War Movie Friday in June, yeah.
Is it June yet? I feel like it's June. Is it June?
I think it's June. Let me see.
It's June 3rd.
It's June 2nd. It's June 2nd.
It's June 2nd, dude.
It's Friday morning.
It's not May 23rd.
Man, it's been a long work week.
I know. Oof. I'm so happy that we get to spend time together on a Friday like this in June. Time is flying by.
It is.
So it's Top 5 Friday, and I've got Bob Peel and Derek Tant here with me, and I'm Scott Donnelly.
What's up, Scotty D?
Or am
you actually used your last name.
Scotty D is hizzy.
Scotty D in the house.
Yeah, I switched from Ramblin' Scotsman to It's Scotty D, because I got to tell you, if I knew way back when I picked Ramblin' Scotsman, how much of a pain in the ass it was going to be to type that shit out every time I signed into something, I would have looked back and go, dude, do not. It's cute. Scott, Ramblin' Scotsman is very cute. It's cute.
Scott with the Z. Scotsman with the Z.
Yeah, because the S was taken. Scotsman.
No.
Somebody took Scotsman.
I always had to look him up to be able to write down his name or send him a message or an email. It's like, okay, how does he spell it? Scott's
Z-Man. Anyway, if I knew back then, I would have warned myself, dude, don't do it. Just choose like Scotty D or something. What a hassle.
That's why I make it easy on everybody. Derek Tant, you want to get in touch with me? I make it easy. DerekTant@gmail.com.
I think it's Derek J. Tant, though.
No, not on That's Instagram.
Okay.
But
because somebody had Derek Tant?
Somebody did.
See?
You should look him up and make him come over and shoot your birds.
Yeah. Original Derek Tant.
Hey, original Derek Tant. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of a big deal. I think I deserve the Derek Tant, okay? I got a podcast.
Who's got more subscribers? Yeah.
Though you haven't done a GeoGuessr. Are you done with GeoGuessr?
Not technically. I need to go back.
I think he's done. I think he is over GeoGuessr. It's been weeks, months.
It has been weeks. It's hard to get comfortable in front of that computer. I just need to relocate the computer.
What are you doing right now?
I'm out. Well, yeah. But I don't know.
Yeah, why don't you make the birds chirp on GeoGuessr?
Because that would be dumb.
We know that your house is like 1,800 square feet, so why don't you build yourself like a 10 by 10 room and make it an extra 100 square feet and just have that as your studio room?
Or get a little shed and just put like an outdoor, like a plug-in air conditioner in it or something.
Yeah.
That sounds expensive.
No, you're
in my sheds don't fare well around here.
Coming from the guy who spent $10,000 on an espresso machine.
Thank you.
I did not spend no $10,000. You're misquoting.
Okay,
it's not $10,000.
100.
It's like $2,800.
Oh my gosh!
I find it, and it came with a free pound of coffee.
Wow!
Oh, and you got a free pound of coffee.
And that's with the grinder. And the grinder's quiet. It's like silent.
Mm-hmm.
You know how hard it is to get a quiet, silent grind? It's impossible.
But
I can grind coffee.
The noise of grinding is part of the ambiance, the process.
Yeah.
But when I do it, it's a hum. It hums. And I can do it in the middle of the night and not wake up anybody.
I'm glad you like it when it hums.
All right. let's talk about movies, war movies. I'm gonna say one right off the bat because I consider it a war movie, but you guys aren't gonna say it's a war movie. Braveheart. Come on, man.
Not a war movie though.
Dude.
I'm thinking like war, man. Like men and women of the forces, and you know.
I had to go with that one first because of my Scottish heritage.
I mean, come on. You could say Star Wars is a war movie. But
That's
Right.
true. That was my next one. How did you know? Star Wars, man.
No, that's not right.
No. But Braveheart, come on. There were battles. You tell
Yeah,
me.
I mean, I get that, but
Okay, fine. My favorite war movie of all time is Lord of the Rings.
Hold on. Time out. First
That's
of
the
all,
same exact thing as you're saying.
First of all, William Wallace was a real human being in history.
So am I.
Secondly, those battles are actual real battles. Now, people don't know this, but he didn't really win some of the ones in the movie that they say he did. But those are real battles, and Robert the Bruce was a real person. So it's historical, okay? We're not talking about fairyland, fantasy.
Fairyland. That
Exactly.
I had to do
Fairyland.
that.
That was what movie was that? That was just on the other day.
What, Fairyland?
Yeah, Will Ferrell. He was running for president with the
Oh,
guy from
The campaign.
Yes, the campaign. So
For the
they were
poops.
just talking about that, and who's the guy from the Vegas movies?
Zach Galifianakis.
Yes.
So he was the other politician in that movie. They were both running for Congress, and he brought up the fact that Will Ferrell, when he was a kid, made up this book called Fairyland.
Yes, he did.
It was so stupid. I just watched
hilarious.
the movie. You guys proud of me?
It's a funny
watched
movie. Did you laugh?
Yeah, a lot. But
When
are you guys
he-
proud? Are
I'm very proud
you saw a
of you.
movie.
When he got
Thank
bit
you.
by a snake and said "for the poops," did you laugh?
I didn't see that part.
Yes, you did. When he snake handled at that church and then it bit him and then
No, I
it
didn't.
swelled up and then when he was in the wheelchair the news came by and he was like
I didn't-
instead of saying "for the troops" he said "for the poops."
I didn't sit down and watch the entire movie.
All right.
I like
Done.
half
Move
so
on.
you know.
Derek,
Anyway.
what's your favorite war movie?
Full Metal Jacket.
Man, that's intense.
That's on my list too. I just watched that recently too. That was on TV.
Man.
Fantastic. You probably saw like a heavily edited version.
Oh yeah, it was like on TBS or something. The Super
I
Station.
saw the full Monty and that thing is brutal.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's a-
Um,
tough movie. But
it's funny because when I was in the,
It's
the
hilarious. It's a
military,
very funny movie.
when Full Metal Jacket, the first half of the movie focuses on Marine Corps basic training during the 60s, during the Vietnam War. And I didn't see that. I didn't see the movie until after I joined the military.
And you probably
everybody
like-
kept
You're probably like shit.
everybody kept referencing Full Metal Jacket, we're in basic training, Full Metal Jacket. And I'm like, what are y'all talking about? They're like, it's a movie. I'm like, I need to see this movie. And then I did. And I was like, oh God,
Yeah.
I'm so glad I did not watch this before I joined the military because I may
Right.
not have.
I just
Yeah.
thought of another good one that you guys won't think is a war movie either because
Forrest
it's not.
Gump?
No, Stripes.
Yeah.
I never saw it, so I don't know.
Oh my gosh, dang it, Bob. Son of a...
Don't,
Don't-
How
don't,
have you
Bobby.
never seen Stripes? Just
don't
quit
know.
watching it when they get in the RV and you'll be good.
I've seen Stripes. It's pretty funny.
yeah, I haven't seen that.
Pretty funny. What is wrong
So
with
here,
people?
I'm
Bob,
not
what's
really.
yours?
I'm not going to go necessarily my favorite, but just one that I watched recently that I thought was really good was Hacksaw Ridge.
Haven't seen it yet, but I want to.
Yeah, I
I-
do want to see that.
If you guys haven't seen it, that's okay. Invest the time to watch it. It's a very, very good movie about one of the characters who wants to, and it was based on a true story, which was even more awesome. Just one of the soldiers did not want to carry a weapon during this Hacksaw Ridge War. I believe it was against the Japanese And he never wanted to carry a weapon. They tried to kick him out of the army, but ultimately he was allowed to stay, and he probably saved more lives than possibly anybody in the history. And he went to war without a gun, and it was a very intense movie. There were some parts of the movie where really your heart's going to be pounding, very, very intense. And then you kind of get the goosebumps at the end when you realize that it is a true story and you see the real characters. You know how they do that at the end of every true story movie, they show the real characters and all that, or the real people. So that movie was really, really well done. Very good movie. And really is probably amongst my favorite war movies, just because it was such a good movie.
There was another movie that just came out in the last couple of years that was a true story also that was adapted. I think it was called Unbreakable. Have you ever seen that? Or something like that? Or, Derek, what's the actual name of it? You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I don't.
Unbreakable was a comic book movie with...
Right, it's something similar to that.
And somebody...
I forget. I'm not up on my recent war movies, unfortunately.
It's a guy, and it just kind of shows him throughout. He gets captured and is in a Japanese internment camp, basically, during World War II, I'm pretty sure. It's really good. It was a very, very good movie. It's not called Unbreakable, though. Are you looking it up, Bob?
Unbroken.
Unbroken. There you go. It was really good.
Came out in 2014.
Yeah, that was a really good movie. The other one that I keep thinking of, there was a Mel Gibson movie, and I believe it was Vietnam, called...
Oh, Signs.
No. I think it was When We Were Soldiers, or They Were Soldiers, or something like that.
We Were Soldiers.
We Were Soldiers, yeah. That one is super intense also, but really good. Really good.
Yeah.
That came out in 2002, featured Mel Gibson. Another one of my favorite movies, which is probably on our list somewhere, is Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
That was just a phenomenal movie. Was that one based on a true story? I don't remember.
No, I think it's made up, but it's really, really good. It's just, it's a really good picture of kind of, life. Especially, I think the thing that really got me about that movie is how well, now obviously none of us can understand this completely, but on D-Day, when they were storming the beaches of Normandy, it just gives you a really clear picture of I can't even imagine when you're getting off these boats charging this. It's freaking me out. It's making me choke up just thinking about the hundreds of thousands of people who lost their lives storming the beaches of Normandy. It's crazy. It's unbelievable what the Allied forces did, Americans especially, to try and defeat the Nazis, and eventually did defeat the Nazis, obviously. But man, that one's tough. That's a tough one to watch. But it's a really good story. It's told very well.
Yeah, and I believe my father-in-law, he was in Korea during Vietnam, and but just him knowing that he lost a lot of friends. His twin brother was actually in Vietnam. When he first saw that movie, it was just extremely tough and very intense, just because it was so realistic. So he had a hard time kind of watching it, major emotional reaction to it. But yeah, obviously it's a really, really good movie too.
The other movies that I'm thinking of, and we got to kind of wrap it up here, but the other two movies that I keep thinking about are pretty recent. One of them was not necessarily a war movie, but I believe it's 13 Hours is what it's called. It's Benghazi. Those guys that fight.
13 Hours. That was a great movie.
It was so good. And the other one that I keep thinking of is a movie that Mark Wahlberg was in. I cannot remember the name of it. But they get trapped in
Lone
Afghanistan.
Survivor.
Yeah, Lone Survivor. That one is a true story. And that's another one that's just like, when you see what American military, what these people go through and the things that they do to preserve our freedom, it's unbelievable.
And a lot of these guys that do come back, they suffer from PTSD, which is a very serious, real thing. I know a lot of people talk about it and kind of brush it off. But if you know anybody who has been through war and fought overseas or whatever the case may be, a lot of people suffer from PTSD. I encourage you to get involved in some organization, donate money. There's a lot of great organizations out there. Mission22.com is one of those. Wounded Warrior Project. They obviously deal specifically with wounded warriors, but they also have a segment that is dedicated to PTSD. There's a lot of great organizations out there, and I encourage everybody to get involved, because these are people that allow us to do what we do, to live the lives that we live, and they come home and something's just not right. They're dealing with all the things they saw, being away from their families, all kinds of stuff. And any donation to any of these organizations, obviously help out these soldiers. Do some research before you just give your money away, though. Check out some of these organizations. Make sure it's a legit organization. But open your pocketbooks for those people, because they deserve it, and they deserve to get the care that they need to kind of overcome and get back to a normal life.
We'll put some of these links down in the bucket of our YouTube channel for this show, and for Memorial Day we'll try to put all that stuff in there for you guys. We really appreciate you listening to the show, watching the show, whatever it is you do, and however you contribute to the show. We love you guys. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the fact that there's even people who care to listen to us. I mean, we're just having fun, having a conversation, so we appreciate you. Go ahead and if you have any questions or comments or any rude remarks, send them to heywe'retalking@gmail.com, or just send it to DerekTant@gmail.com. He'll handle it.
Yes.
Can I name off a couple more movies? You only let me name one.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at the time, and I'm like, Derek's going to have to leave in like 2 minutes. Go ahead, Derek. Tell some more movies.
I got 3 minutes.
Okay.
Have you ever seen
Tim McGraw again? Gosh.
Have you ever seen Bridge on the River Kwai?
I haven't. I know it's really old.
It's a fantastic movie. It's got Sir Alec Guinness in it. His British platoon gets captured, and they're in Cambodia or that area, and they're forced by the Japanese to build a bridge for a train over the River Kwai. And then there is a secret detachment of some American guys. They're trying to destroy the bridge. I can't give it away. It's really good. It's an immersing experience.
Yeah, that's a very old movie, Derek.
Yeah, I think it was made in 55 or something like that.
57.
57. Check out also Heartbreak Ridge. I know you're talking about Hacksaw Ridge. Check out Heartbreak Ridge.
I remember that one.
With Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood, yeah. That's a good movie.
So, all right. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay. That was a lot of build-up, man. I thought I was going to get punched in the nuts.
Well, Bob did the, let's protect.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take it that way. But as we started talking about it, I started thinking about all the people that I know that have suffered from PTSD and stories and all this stuff. And I'm sorry, I got emotional.
Oh yeah, I agree. I mean, people are asked to go to war and do things that are unthinkable. It's hard to do, and it's hard to come back and just take that out of your brain and just live a normal life. You're being asked to kill for your country, and things that you see your friends, you see your brothers get killed in front of you. Maybe you get injured, or maybe you have to kill somebody, and that stays with you, and it makes living a normal life very difficult. So yes, we need to we need to take care of those who are hurt. So. Thank you for bringing that up, Bob. Much appreciated.
No problem.
So, as I said, we'll try to put some of this stuff in the bucket on YouTube. And if you
You'll
or
forget.
somebody you know, just let us know how we can, if there's a charity that we left out or something like that, let us know. And we appreciate you guys. And we will talk to you Monday.